Imagine this. You wake up to a text that ruins your day. Maybe it's bad news, maybe it's an unexpected bill, or maybe someone just said something that made your blood boil. Before you even brush your teeth, your mood is already ruined. Sound familiar? Now picture this instead. You wake up, read the same text, and feel nothing but calm. No anger, no stress, just clarity. You take a deep breath, think rationally, and go about your day, completely unfazed. This isn't some superhuman ability, it's the power of Stoicism, a mindset that makes you unshakable in any situation. The question is, how do you develop it? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to train your mind to be resilient, logical, and emotionally balanced, no matter what life throws at you. Let's dive in. What is Stoicism? Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to control our emotions, handle adversity, and focus only on what we can control. It was founded over 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece and later became the guiding philosophy of powerful Roman figures like Emperor Marcus Aurelius, philosopher Seneca, and slave-turned-teacher Epictetus. But Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming emotionless. It's about learning to master your reactions so that emotions don't control you. It's about staying calm, rational, and focused, even when life gets tough. Now let's get into real-life Stoic principles that can change the way you think and handle challenges. The dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can control. Let's be honest, most of the stress we experience comes from worrying about things outside our control. We overthink, replay conversations in our heads, and stress over how people see us. But what if we could let go of all that? This is exactly what the Stoics mastered with a simple yet powerful concept called the dichotomy of control. According to Epictetus, there are only two types of things in life. 1. Things we can control, our thoughts, actions, choices, and responses. 2. Things we cannot control, everything else. The problem is, most people waste time and energy stressing over things in the second category. The weather ruining your plans, out of your control. Someone spreading rumors about you, out of your control. The economy crashing, out of your control. How people react to you, also out of your control. But here's the key. The only thing you truly control is your response, and that is where your power lies. Real-life example, letting go of what you can't control. Imagine you're at work and your boss unfairly criticizes you in a meeting. It stings. Your first instinct might be to get defensive and argue, feel humiliated, and replay it in your head all day. Complain about how unfair life is. But let's apply Stoicism. Ask yourself, can I control what my boss said? Can I control my response? A Stoic reaction would be to pause, stay calm, and analyze the situation rationally. Maybe your boss was having a bad day. Maybe there's some truth in the criticism that can help you grow. Either way, wasting energy on anger won't change what happened. Instead, you can choose to stay composed, learn from the moment, and move forward. That's real strength. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and famous Stoic, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In other words, if you stop giving power to external events, you become unshakable. How to apply this in your daily life? Next time you feel stressed or frustrated, try this 3-step Stoic exercise. 1. Pause and identify. Ask yourself, is this within my control? 2. Let go or take action. If it's out of your control, let it go. Worrying won't change it. If it's in your control, take action. Do something productive. Reframe your mindset. Instead of reacting emotionally, focus on how you can grow from the situation. Example, someone cuts you off in traffic. Can't control them, but you can control your reaction. Instead of getting mad, take a deep breath and move on. Didn't get the job you wanted? Can't control the hiring decision, but you can improve your skills and apply elsewhere. A friend cancels last minute? Can't control their actions, but you can choose to enjoy your time alone. So the next time you feel stressed, angry, or anxious, stop and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action. This is the Stoic way. And if you master this, you will become unshakable in any situation. Control your emotions, the Stoic pause. We've all had those moments where emotions take over. You say something in anger, send a text you regret, or make a bad decision because you were overwhelmed. It happens because we react before thinking. But what if you could train yourself to stay calm, rational, and in control? No matter the situation. This is where the Stoic pause comes in. The Stoics believed that we don't have to act on our first impulse. Instead, we can create space between what happens to us and how we choose to respond. This small pause, just a few seconds, can change everything. How emotions hijack your mind. Imagine this. You receive an email that makes your blood boil. Maybe it's from your boss, a client, or even a friend. Your immediate reaction is to fire back with a defensive response. But if you do, what happens? You escalate the situation. You make the problem worse. Later, when you've cooled down, you realize, I should have handled that differently. That's because when we're emotional, we lose our ability to think clearly. Science backs this up. The amygdala, the brain's emotional center, hijacks our rational thinking. Our fight or flight response kicks in, making us act impulsively. We react before our logical brain, the prefrontal cortex, has time to process. This is why Stoicism teaches us to pause before reacting. It gives our rational brain time to catch up. The Stoic pause in action. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, ruled over Rome during wars, plagues, and political chaos, but he rarely lost his temper. Why? Because he trained himself to pause before reacting. He wrote in his personal journal, "If you are distressed by anything external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your judgment about it, and this you have the power to change." In other words, it's not the event that upsets you, it's how you interpret it. And if you can change your interpretation, you can change your emotional response. Practical steps to control your emotions. So how do you develop the Stoic pause in real life? 1. Pause and breathe before reacting. Before you say or do anything, take a deep breath. Even 3 seconds can stop an emotional reaction. Ask yourself, is this worth getting upset over? Will this matter in a day, a week, or a year? What's the best way to respond logically? This simple pause shifts your brain out of emotion and into rational thinking. 2. Reframe the situation. Instead of assuming the worst, try looking at the situation differently. Example, someone insults you. Instead of getting angry, think, maybe they're having a bad day. Their words don't define me. Your flight gets canceled. Instead of stressing, think, now I have extra time to read or relax. By changing your perspective, you change your emotions. 3. Delay your response. If something upsets you, don't respond immediately. If it's an email or text, wait 10 minutes before replying. If it's an argument, walk away and revisit it later. The more time you give yourself, the less emotional and more rational your response will be. 4. Accept that you can't control everything. A big part of emotional control is accepting that not everything deserves your energy. You can't control how others act, but you can control how you react. You can't control bad news, but you can control how you handle it. By letting go of the need to react emotionally, you take your power back. Becoming emotionally unshakable. If you practice the Stoic pause daily, you will think before you react, handle stress and conflict with clarity, stay calm in difficult situations, make better decisions. Emotional control isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about learning to respond, not react. And when you master this, you become unshakable. Negative visualization. Prepare for challenges. One of the most powerful Stoic exercises is called negative visualization. It sounds weird, but stay with me. Instead of avoiding negative thoughts, Stoics actually imagine worst-case scenarios ahead of time. This prepares them for challenges and makes them less emotionally reactive. Example, if you fear losing your job, imagine how you'd handle it. If you worry about a tough conversation, mentally rehearse it. If you're afraid of failure, think about the worst that could happen and realize you'd survive. By doing this, your brain becomes less sensitive to stress. When challenges actually happen, they don't feel as overwhelming because you've already prepared mentally. Seneca said, "He robs present misfortunes of their power who has beforehand rehearsed them." So next time you're anxious about something, try imagining it beforehand. Your brain will thank you later. Mastering control. Focus only on what you can change. One of the biggest sources of stress, anxiety, and frustration in life comes from trying to control things we have no power over. You can't control other people's opinions of you. You can't control traffic, the weather, or bad luck. You can't control the past or the future, but you can control your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. This simple mindset shift, focusing only on what you can control, can eliminate a huge amount of stress from your life. The Stoic formula: control what you can, ignore the rest. The Stoics had a simple formula for a peaceful and powerful life. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Epictetus, a former slave who became a great Stoic philosopher, put it this way: happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. The more energy you waste on things you can't control, the more powerless you feel. But when you focus only on what is in your control, you become stronger and unshakable. How to apply this in real life? 1. Stop worrying about what others think. Many people live in constant anxiety over how others see them. But Stoics understood that other people's opinions are outside of your control. You can't control if someone likes you. You can't control if someone criticizes you. You can't control how others react to you. So why waste energy on it? Instead, focus on being the best version of yourself and let people think whatever they want. The moment you stop trying to control people's opinions, you gain true freedom. 2. Accept that you can't control every outcome. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes things don't go as planned. You can prepare for a job interview, but you can't control the hiring decision. You can give your best in a relationship, but you can't control how someone feels. You can work hard on a project, but you can't control the results. Trying to control everything will only cause stress and frustration. Instead, Stoicism teaches, focus on the process, not the outcome. Do your best, then let go. Trust that whatever happens, you can handle it. This shift in perspective makes you more adaptable, calmer, and less affected by failure. 3. Let go of the past and the future. Many people get stuck in regrets about the past or worries about the future. But here's the truth: you can't change the past. So why dwell on it? You can't predict the future. So why stress over it? The only thing you can control is this present moment. Seneca, another great Stoic, said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our suffering comes from worrying about things that haven't even happened. Instead of wasting energy on the past or future, focus on what you can do today. A practical exercise: the control filter. Whenever you feel stressed or frustrated, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If yes, take action. If not, let it go. This simple mental filter removes unnecessary stress and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. Free yourself by letting go. When you start focusing only on what you can control, life becomes easier, calmer, and more powerful. You stop stressing over things outside your control. You stop letting other people's opinions affect your happiness. You stop wasting energy on regrets or fears. Instead, you become grounded, focused, and in control of your own mind. This is the Stoic secret to peace of mind. And once you master it, nothing can shake you. Turn obstacles into opportunities, the Stoic way. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, things will go wrong. Unexpected challenges, failures, disappointments. Most people see obstacles as roadblocks that stop them from moving forward. But Stoics saw obstacles differently. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, they saw them as opportunities for growth. One of the most famous Stoic principles is, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. In simple terms, whatever is blocking you can actually push you forward if you change how you see it. This is the mindset shift that can make you unstoppable. The story of Thomas Edison, a Stoic in action. In 1914, Thomas Edison's laboratory caught fire and burned to the ground. Years of research, millions of dollars in equipment, all gone in a single night. Most people would be devastated. But do you know what Edison said to his son while watching the flames? Go get your mother and all her friends. They'll never see a fire like this again. Instead of breaking down, Edison saw it as a fresh start. He rebuilt his lab and came back stronger than before. This is Stoicism in action. Instead of focusing on the loss, he focused on what he could do next. The mindset shift. Obstacles are the way forward. When something bad happens, most people react in one of two ways. 1. Complain and feel defeated. Why did this happen to me? 2. Avoid the challenge. This is too hard, I give up. But Stoics take a third approach. They embrace the challenge. How can I use this to grow? A setback isn't a dead end. It's a detour that can lead you to something better. How to apply this in your life? Reframe the obstacle. Instead of seeing an obstacle as something bad, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Is there a hidden opportunity here? Example, lost your job? Maybe it's a chance to find something better. Going through a breakup? Maybe it's an opportunity for self-growth. Failed at something? Maybe failure is teaching you a key lesson for future success. Your perspective on the problem determines how much power it has over you. 2. Take action, don't get stuck. Obstacles only stop you if you stop moving. Instead of dwelling on the problem, focus on the next step. If your business idea fails, start a new one with what you've learned. If you get rejected, improve and try again. If you're struggling, ask, what small step can I take today? Small steps forward turn obstacles into opportunities. 3. Build resilience. See hardships as training. Stoics believe that adversity makes you stronger. The gym strengthens your muscles. Challenges strengthen your mind. Every problem you overcome makes you more unshakable. The next time life throws a challenge at you, remind yourself, this isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. And when you see obstacles this way, nothing can stop you. When you adopt this mindset, you become unbreakable. You stop fearing failure. You stop seeing problems as roadblocks. You start turning obstacles into opportunities. This is the Stoic way. And when you master it, nothing in life can hold you back. Practicing Stoicism daily. How to build an unbreakable mindset. Reading about Stoicism is one thing. Living it is another. The real power of Stoicism comes when you make it a daily practice, transforming your mindset, actions, and emotions every single day. The good news? You don't need to be a philosopher or a Roman emperor to apply Stoicism. With a few simple practices, you can start building an unshakable mind, greater self-control, and inner peace in your daily life. Here's how. 1. Morning reflection. Start the day with intention. The Stoics believe that how you start your day shapes everything that follows. Instead of rushing into your day mindlessly, take a few minutes to set your mindset. Stoic morning practice. Ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? Remind yourself, I can't control everything, but I can control how I respond. Set an intention. No matter what happens today, I will stay calm and act with wisdom. Marcus Aurelius did this every morning. He mentally prepared for challenges before they happened. So when they did, he wasn't surprised. 2. The Stoic pause. Control your reactions. Throughout the day, you'll face situations that trigger emotions. Stress, frustration, impatience. This is where the Stoic pause comes in. How to use it. When something upsets you, pause for 3 seconds. Take a deep breath and ask, is this worth my energy? Choose to respond logically, not emotionally. Over time, this builds emotional control and keeps you from making impulsive decisions you'll regret. 3. Evening reflection. Learn from the day. The Stoics ended each day with self-reflection. They examined their actions, thoughts, and emotions to see where they could improve. Stoic evening practice. Before bed, ask yourself, did I handle challenges with wisdom today? Did I let emotions control me? What can I do better tomorrow? This practice strengthens self-awareness and helps you grow every single day. Reflecting daily helps you let go of unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters. 4. Embrace discomfort. Train your mind to be resilient. Most people avoid discomfort, but Stoics saw it as mental training. Cold showers teach you to tolerate discomfort. fasting occasionally, trains self-discipline, taking on challenges, builds mental resilience. By voluntarily facing discomfort, you become stronger and more prepared for life's real challenges. 5. Gratitude. Focus on what you have, not what you lack. The Stoics believe that most suffering comes from wanting things we don't have instead of appreciating what we do have. Every day, take a moment to practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on problems, focus on progress. Instead of chasing more, appreciate what you already have. Instead of complaining, remind yourself of the good in your life. This simple practice shifts your mindset from lack to abundance, bringing more peace and contentment, making Stoicism a lifestyle. Stoicism isn't just an idea, it's a way of life. When you make these small daily changes, you'll notice more control over your emotions, less stress over things you can't control, stronger mental resilience, greater peace and focus in your life. The key, practice daily. Even small changes can transform your mindset over time. Start today and watch how Stoicism makes you stronger, calmer, and truly unshakable. Memento mori. Remember you will die. Okay, I know this one sounds dark, but hear me out. The Stoics practiced memento mori, the idea that one day we will die. Why did they think about death so often? Because it makes life more meaningful. Most people live as if they have unlimited time. They put off their dreams, delay important conversations, and waste hours on things that don't matter. But when you remember that time is limited, you start living differently. Example, instead of scrolling on your phone, you spend time with loved ones. Instead of procrastinating, you take action today. Instead of holding grudges, you forgive. Memento. Mori isn't about fearing death. It's about using it as motivation to truly live. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." So what would you do if today was your last day? The Stoic life. Let's recap the Stoic principles that can make you unshakable. Focus only on what you can control. Pause before reacting. Control your emotions. Mentally prepare for challenges. Seek discomfort to build resilience. Remember, life is short. Make every moment count. The Stoic mindset isn't about becoming emotionless. It's about mastering your emotions, handling adversity with grace, and living life fully. If you start applying just one of these principles today, you'll begin to see a massive shift in how you handle stress, challenges, and even happiness. So, which Stoic principle are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more content on psychology, philosophy, and self-improvement. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay calm, stay strong, and stay stoic.